Hey guys, so today I couldn't find anybody to sit in front of me for my speech, but I have all of you, so it's a good thing. But I'm going to talk about my hometown, and there's a lot that I could say about my hometown because, as most people like to call it, historic Abbeville County. There are a lot of historical events that took place there, and we have like a bunch of landmarks and buildings and stuff that we still use as our history. And my town was founded by French Huguenots in 1758, and since then has had a lot of exciting adventures. And as most people like to say, Abbeville is known as the birthplace and deathbed of the Confederacy. And there was a meeting which it's on a place which is now known as Secession Hill, and it kind of just launched the state's secession from the Union in 1860. And after that, 5 years later, Jefferson Davis and his cabinet came to one of our buildings in our town that we actually still have, called the Burkstart Mansion, and decided to dissolve the Confederacy completely. And since then, it has been one of the most historical buildings that we have in Abbeville. And I thought this would probably be one of the most interesting things about our town, unless you like ghosts. And that's kind of like a cliche thing to talk about, but we have a lot of ghost stories in our town, since all of our buildings date back to like the 1700s and 1800s is when they were built. So there have been a lot of stuff that has gone on. And there's two different houses that I'm going to talk about today, and one of them is our opera house. And we hold a lot of different plays and everything in the opera house, from Peter Pan to Cat in the Hat. Just kids get together and perform stuff that they feel like they want to. And in the 1700s, there was this lady that would always come in and sit down and listen and watch the plays, watch everybody have fun, because she was a widow and didn't have anything else to do. And so one day when one of the plays were going on, she tragically died in a rocking chair that was kind of on but kind of off the stage. They had set her up somewhere special, that way she could watch, because she used to come all the time. And now, whenever you go into the opera house, if you sit down during one of the plays and look over at the rocking chair that they still have sitting in the same spot, you can see it rocking back and forth. It's almost like she's still there watching the plays and enjoying what she always used to love. And that's just kind of one of the things that have made people avoid the opera house as much as they normally would, but they still go, especially me, because I love plays. But there's another building called the Trinity Episcopal Church, and this church is kind of known for not going, kind of like most places, not going in at dark, because most of the time teens get together and like to go in there at night just to kind of explore, because they have heard that it's been haunted and want to see what goes on. And most of the time you can see kids running out at probably like 11 o'clock to midnight screaming in terror because of everything that went on while they were there. And that's probably gonna wrap it up for us, because there's not much else that I could talk about, even though we have a lot of stuff that is historic. This couple of things are probably the most interesting, especially, like I said, if you like ghosts as much as I do. But I hope to watch the rest of y'all's speeches, and I hope y'all enjoy. Thanks.